Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy J Bobs here on the call tonight, here for a very special edition to start this new Madden season. Something that I kind of just thought about doing about a week ago, and I was just curious about a couple things, like what would men think? Who did they think is the best team? Who did they think is gonna win the Super Bowl this year? So I just kind of went on a whim and was like, "Hey, you know what? Let's uh let's run a simulation with all 32 teams." And 32 is a perfect number because it can form a bracket with that, and I don't have to play a whole season and simulate a whole season because that's not fun. Um, it's I'd rather do a tournament style knockout thing because things can get a little interesting and you never know who can win the Super Bowl. I mean, there's some obvious favorites and there's some obvious teams that you think would not make it, but you never know, it could surprise you. I mean, who would have thought the Jacksonville Jaguars would have won the AFC South last year and then give the Kansas City Chiefs a run for their money in the divisional round? Who would have thought of that? So you never know. You never know. And Madden can be whack AF sometimes. We all know that. So, with that being said, I'm running a tournament style simulation with all 32 teams in one bracket. And here's how this is going to work. So, I talked to my boys at League of Ordinary Gentlemen. Sure, that's where most of you guys are tuning in from. Um, I did a little bit of a poll. I didn't give a whole lot of notice. I didn't get everyone's input, but based on the input I got, the random number generator idea seemed to be the favorite. And although it was a little challenging to try and pull that off in Excel, I mean, because Excel, you do a random number generator and it has duplicates, I was able to figure out a way to get around that where there were no duplicates, and I was able to get good results there and form this bracket randomly, not based on last year's records, not based on anything else. So here's how this worked. So I listed the teams in alphabetical order, starting with the Arizona Cardinals, going all the way down to the Washington Commanders. And from that, they were assigned a number 1 through 32. So the Cardinals were 1 at first, and then the Commanders were 32. That's the alphabetical order. But of course, that's not the way we wanted to do it, just in alphabetical order. So we rearranged the seeds via a random number generator. So you take the old numbers and whichever old number popped up first. So in this case, let me pull up my Excel spreadsheet, see what happened, exactly what number it was. I forget. So 26 came up first, and 26 was the Philadelphia Eagles. And I think you guys can probably guess who is the favorite to win this tournament now, because we all know the Philadelphia Eagles are one of the best teams in the NFL, if not the best team in the NFL. Sorry, Cowboys fans. And they're going to have home field advantage every single game. So that's how it's going to work. The higher seed will always be the home team. The Philadelphia Eagles, as I said, have home field every single game until they lose or they're the champions, with the exception of the final. The final, I will play it at the Super Bowl. I mean, I would like the neutral site. I like the hype of that. But they'll have every single home game up until then, if they make it that far. I honestly just remembered that the Super Bowl should be at a neutral site. And also a thing with excuse me. So the Super Bowl, the final, whatever you want to call it, obviously Super Bowl in real life will always be the AFC versus the NFC. But the reality of this is it could be two AFC teams or two NFC teams in the final. So it might have you scratching your head come Friday or Saturday or whenever the final is going to be. I'm not exactly sure yet. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to pace this out yet. But we're going to make sure we're going to try and get through the first round today. We'll see how far we can get. This is my first time doing this, so this could be a little bit of a mess. I'm not going to commentate every single play of every single game because that would take forever. Um, so we're going to go ahead and simulate most of these games to the fourth quarter, and if it gets close, like I'll kind of sim towards like the end of the fourth quarter, like towards like the 4 minute mark, and then I'll like jump in if there's anything happening, and then commentate it. If it's a blowout, I'll just sim to the end of the game and say that's that, and that team's moving on, and then I'll enter the score, and we'll move on to the next game. So with that being said, let's get the show started. Now, part of me is just like, let's keep common sense. Let's go from the top of the bracket to the bottom of the bracket. The Eagles and the Vikings are 1 versus 32. I would like to jump around a little bit, but I feel like let's get some of these games where I don't think there's going to be too much competition out of the way. So let's go ahead and knock out this game between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. So we're going to go ahead, pick these teams. Now my controller will always be in the center, and it will give me this warning because I'm not playing as either team. I'm not going to be a user. And the weather, I'm going to make it random every single time unless I forget. And we're going to play 8-minute quarters here. Sim style, of course, and I mean, it's exhibition. I mean, what can I do? Yeah, that's the only other thing I could do there. So make it exhibition, and then we'll move on. Since this is our opening kickoff, we'll make it a later game, 8:15. But we don't need to make any of these other games super late. All right, let's do this. So first game, wonder if I can. So I found out that we have to watch the opening kickoff of every single game. Because I can try to pause. This is the only way I figured out how to pause. Oh, wait, no, never mind. We can sim it. We can sim this. Okay. We can sim this. But we're going to watch the opening kickoff of this one, though. Good to know for the rest of the games. But since this is the first game, we'd like an official kickoff to this Madden simulation tournament. The Minnesota Vikings defer to the second half. They are the bottom-ranked team in this tournament against the heavyweight Philadelphia Eagles, who somehow perfectly randomly got the number 1 seed and were underway here in this sim. And this kickoff is returned to the 20, and we will go ahead and skip. If you see me backing out like that, it's because this is the only way to pause it when I'm not actually playing. So we'll go ahead and skip for a little bit. Let's see what's going to happen here. We'll jump forward, and we go to the next quarter always. We always have it on fast. Kind of some back and forth here. No score after the first quarter, so that's interesting. The Eagles' high-powered offense against a very shoddy Vikings defense can't get anything done. Let's go ahead and see what happens. Next quarter, the Vikings have the lead, and then the Eagles strike back, and the Vikings get a field goal. So, oh wow, what a shocking scoreline here to start the game. Like 10-7 Minnesota at halftime. And they get the ball to start half number 2. We're going to go ahead and jump the third quarter as well. I would commentate the third quarter, but it's just a lot of games here, and the Eagles, they're showing their class now. They are absolutely showing their class. All right, so we're going to go ahead. This game could stay close. All right. So Vikings have it, and they get a field goal. All right, we're going to go ahead and be careful here because, oh, won't you look at that? The Vikings have a chance to tie the game with 4 minutes, 28 seconds left. So here we go. We're going to jump into this one here. Very first game. I believe, and by the way, not all the roster adjustments have been made, I think, because it wouldn't let me download the updated roster. So don't mind me. Cousins throws a completion to the right side, a gain of 1. And it'll be 2nd and 9. I wish I could cut all this backseam crap here because it doesn't really, it's not really useful right now. No need to rush for Minnesota yet. We just hit the 4-minute mark. Second and 9. It's caught! Past midfield, first down, Minnesota. And now the Vikings lose an offensive lineman, and that's not going to help their cause as the Eagles have one of the best pass rushes in the NFL, and they certainly do not need to be losing depth there. But nevertheless, the Vikings are still in this. Led by that man right there, Kirk Cousins. And boys, I did not think I'd be jumping into this first game like this. The next game on the list would be Kansas City and Detroit, 16-17. I don't know if I'm going to do that one next because I expect that to be a really good game. Kansas City is the home team for that game, so they will have the home field advantage. I mean, of course, Kansas City lost a lot of pieces this year, and Detroit is heading in the opposite direction where they actually gained a lot, and they're coming off of a red-hot finish last year despite just missing in the postseason. I expect that to be a good game, but nevertheless, we got one here, 2nd and 4. Cousins, incomplete. That was just a bad throw. And some trash talking there. You might get a 15-yard penalty IRL for that. Looked like a little shove there at the end. And now we got 3rd and 4 for Cousins. Shotgun look. Madsen out to the left. It's intercepted! And this is going to be a pick 6 for the Eagles, and that should seal it. Darius Slay comes up huge when his team needs him. And it looks like the Eagles are going to survive a first-round scare. And no question, the tournament favorites having the home field advantage all the way until the Super Bowl. But the Minnesota Vikings gave them a run for their money, and we'll go ahead and make sure nothing else crazy happens. I mean, I don't want to sim to the end just yet. They get close to scoring again, I might jump back in. Let's go ahead. So, like I said, this might be a little messy here. Okay. 3rd and 4, 4th and 4. Eagles take over. Okay, this is safe to book it. We can book this one for the Eagles. Minnesota gets a garbage time touchdown, but that doesn't matter. The Eagles have won the first game of the sim. 31-20 is the final. It doesn't matter. It's just whoever wins. I'm just entering it into my turning machine now. And that's it. I can't restart with different teams. That'd be easier. But anyways, all right, so that's the first game of the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed some of the little twists and turns there. I should mention if this tournament thing is successful, no, we're not doing the Bengals and the Browns. That's not even a matchup in the first round. All right, what else could I knock out of the way here, potentially? The Carolina Panthers are interestingly a home team against the Miami Dolphins. I also see, well, the next one on the list I think I should probably knock out. So we got the LA Rams hosting the New Orleans Saints, 9 versus 24. The Rams are the 9 seed, so they have the home field here. As I said, the higher seed will always have the home field. So we'll get the Saints coming up next. So there we go. You can see clear difference in these two teams, but the Rams do have the home field for this one. A home field that doesn't really exist in real life for them, but go ahead. The weather is a non-factor because it is indoors. And we'll go ahead and, yeah, they always play at like 1 a.m. or 1 p.m. Yeah, 1 a.m. on the West Coast, baby. Let's do that. Let's do it. Anyways. Hold on, I have to skip this little intro piece. All right. All right, we can sim. We can sim it now. Let's go to the next quarter. 7-all. Of course, it's gonna be close. I feel like every game's gonna be close now. The way this is going, the Rams are hanging in there, man. Not only that, they're in the lead, just like last game. The Minnesota Vikings had a 10-7 lead at halftime. This time the Rams have a 14-7 lead, although they do have the home field here. Let's go. Next quarter. And the Rams are taking it to the Saints here until the Saints just struck back with the touchdown to end the third. So let's see what happens here. All right. Give it until a change of possession. Okay, nothing there. We're going to keep jumping forward. And nothing there. All right, we're going to go a bit slower now. And that's a big play for the Rams. Tyler Higbee on the catch. Nothing there. 3rd and 3. They get a first down. 2nd and 7. 3rd and 3. They get the points to put them up. Oh, actually, they scored the touchdown, so that should do it. The Saints are running out of time. They just got a big chunk there. So we'll actually go ahead and jump in here for the end of this one. The Saints still have all 3 timeouts, interestingly. But they're letting the clock run here. They need to hurry up, get to the line. They have to score twice here. Carr in the shotgun. And he fakes the handoff. It's not going to fool anybody, but he completes the pass for the touchdown. Traquan Smith makes the reception, and the Saints still have a shot. And they'll kick the extra point here. Probably try the onside kick. I'd be surprised if they didn't. The extra point is up and true. So that makes it 28-21. And like I said, I wish I could kind of just cut the crap here, skip past this. Because none of this stuff here, these animations you're seeing here, are quite useful to me. Here we go, onside kick try from Will Lutz. And it's going to die at midfield, but a Ram is there to get it. It's Van Jefferson on the recovery. The Saints still have all 3 timeouts. It's not quite finished yet, but 1 first down, and we can pretty much wrap it up here. As Sean McVay looking to send his team to the 2nd round. Whatever you guys want to call it, Sweet 16, 2nd round, semi-quarterfinals, whatever name you want to give it. Handoff, Stafford gives it to Akers. And the timeout for New Orleans. My prediction with the Saints this year, I mean, the NFC South is just such a trash hole of a division this year. I think the Saints are probably the favorite to win that division, especially with Tom Brady retiring. I mean, they have the pieces there to at least make the playoffs, as a run up the middle goes for 2 yards, and that's it. Saints might get the ball back here in this simulation now. As they'll probably, if they get the stop here, they'll probably get it with just under a minute. They'll have no timeouts. They'll have to get a touchdown. It's still going to take a miracle, but you never know. Part of me wishes NFL had the same rules as the NCAA, where a clock stops to move the chains on a first down, because that would make games like this a lot more interesting. There's a run left side. There's a penalty. It looks like he got the first down, but there's a penalty, and it's going to come back. That's not going to count. Actually, the Saints declined it because they ruled him short. And the penalty stops the clock. It's a free timeout. Even though they declined it, it stops the clock. And the Rams are not going to go for it here. I would. They're going to try and pin them deep. And now, oh, look at the fake! Incomplete! Unbelievable! The Rams decide to fool me and say we are going for it, and they throw an incompletion on the fake punt. Why wouldn't you just get up there, line up, and do like a power run or a quarterback sneak? You didn't have to be tricky. And now Derek Carr has great field position with exactly a minute to go and a timeout in his pocket. This pass complete to the right side, to the 42. And now you got to hurry up here if you're the Saints. Just because the Rams kind of bailed you out doesn't mean you're out of it yet. They got to hurry up here. Well, I don't know what's going on here. And it's taking them a lot of time here to line up. They're now approaching 30 seconds. Carr rolls to the left. Throws to the end zone. Broken up, incomplete. "30 seconds left. The clock is stopped. The Saints, at the very least, are in Hail Mary range. Something that should not have been possible at this point. Carr looks to throw. Looks to the left side. It's caught. And the shoestring tackle saves a touchdown. But now the Saints got to hurry up. Traquan Smith. And now they're going to call the timeout here. That's a wise decision there. As the Saints are in the red zone. 20 seconds to go. No timeouts. They need a touchdown. And here goes Derek Carr looking to throw. He has all day. Looks to the end zone. And that finds the turf harmlessly from a Rams point of view. 15 seconds left. They have enough time to run 2 more plays to the, or actually 3 more plays to the end zone. Come out trips right here. No extra protection here, but it holds up for Carr anyways. Still looking. Left side. Incomplete. 7 seconds to go. That play took forever, and that might cost the Saints here. You got to think a guy like Michael Thomas might come into play here on this last play. Barring an incomplete pass very quickly here. He's going to go quick here. Back shoulder incomplete. He was looking for Kamara out of the backfield. Wow. He had him open too. He just overthrew him, and now this is it. It doesn't matter that it's 4th down. There's 3 seconds left. 19 yards to pay dirt. Carr looks, throws. It is dropped in the corner of the end zone, and the Rams survive. How does he not catch that when he's wide open? And the Saints are going to bow out here in the first round, and a higher seed being an upset having an upset win. It feels weird to say that. The Rams are definitely not the better team, but the random number generator says they get the higher seed. They are the 9 seed, and they will be advancing to the next round. And let's just have a minute here to set the score. 28-21 the final. And they will be playing the winner of the game that we're going to have next. The Colts are playing the Titans. The Colts are the 8th seed. That doesn't sound right at all. And the Titans are the 25th seed. And quite frankly, the Titans might not be heading the right direction IRL, but I still think they're a better team than the Colts. So they're gonna be the visiting team though. This will be interesting. Oh, well, Madden says the Colts are a better team. Okay. I mean that's fair, I guess. I mean that division's not that good outside of Jacksonville. Yeah, just make sure I had these teams right. All right. Yep, we'll continue because we're doing a sim. 8 minutes, of course, and we're gonna go ahead and make it 1 o'clock. Unless you guys have like any real requests for primetime games, just make them all 1 o'clock. That first game I did was it was the first game of the stream. I wanted to make it huge and hype it up a little bit. Anyways, all right. Pause the game. This is the only way to do it. It's so annoying. I'm sorry. Go to the next quarter. Titans have a 7-0 lead. Colts answer with the field goal. All right. Let's go to halftime. Okay, there's some fireworks here. Yeah, defense is hold tall to end the quarter, though. (21-10). All right. Oh, the Colts answered there. Go ahead and jump to another change of possession here. See what happens. I don't want to... Thing is, I don't want to jump in too early here. Because if I do that, then I'm kind of sacrificing my time to do other games. 4th and 23, they're going to punt. We'll go ahead. Oh, big run there. Let's see what happens. It's 4th and 8. 2-minute warning. The kick is good. We'll jump in here. 1:52 to go. The Colts have the ball. So far, every game has been good. Have not been able to look away. That throw is complete to the right side. A gain of 15 for a first down. As the rookie Richardson looks to make his team shine bright here on the big stage of Madden Simulator. But he's got to pick it up a little bit here. He does need a touchdown. He's running low on time. He's got 2 timeouts here. He needs to look to use the sidelines. And that'll help him get out of bounds. And he does. The Colts already past midfield with the 1:22 to go. Now plenty of time here for Anthony Richardson. So they look to take their first lead of the entire game. Richardson takes off up the middle, and he gets pounded, but he's at the 36 for a first down. But now he's got to hurry up to the line here. In IRL, this would happen a lot faster, especially on a quarterback run up the middle. You'd think those offensive linemen would already be ready, and the receivers would be with them. Not too much time, actually, surprisingly. But we're now under a minute. Takes the check down. It's going to get out of bounds. No, he doesn't get out of bounds, but he doesn't need to necessarily now, as the Colts utilize their second to last timeout with 50 seconds to play. They are 26 yards away and an extra point away from taking the lead. Shotgun look for Richardson. And he looks to throw. Right side, caught! First and goal at the 8. And had he not slightly overthrown that ball, that could have been a touchdown right there. But he does have first and goal at the 8. Richardson just needs to make one more good throw here. He looks, he fires, and that's not going to do it. But he still has 3 more chances at the touchdown here. Second and goal at the 8. And now he's going to come out pistol look here. He comes out. Just one tight end here in the goal line, and that's complete inbounds. And the Colts use their final timeout here. And that's an interesting decision. I personally would not have thought to throw it like over there to short out in the flat where there was no way he was getting to the end zone. The Colts have 2 plays now. IRL, I think about potentially running the ball on this play. See if I catch him off guard and then set up for a 4th down final play, but they're going to throw. Now he's going to take off and run. He has the end zone, but he doesn't take it. Richardson could have ran. He could have walked in. And we're starting to see some of the logic that these computer AIs have, and quite frankly, he just needed to score on that. 4th and goal. Richardson back at the end zone. It's caught! Touchdown, Colts! Mo Alley Cox. .27 seconds left. They may have just stunned the Tennessee Titans. The extra point for their first lead of the game. And it's good. Unbelievable. So it looks like the LA Rams will be playing the Indianapolis Colts, barring a miracle here. But there's some kickers here. I mean, literally some kickers here. 27 seconds left. The Titans have all 3 timeouts. They only need a field goal. And this is going to have to be brought out. This is going to waste time. And it wastes a few seconds off the clock, and they are short of the 25. So now we're going to have to, this team's going to have to push the ball down the field. And that pass is caught down the sideline to the 42. Wow. Shoddy defense, to say the least, from the Colts. And the Titans are in business here. One more first down, and I think they're in range. And sorry, guys, I did not mean to do that. Accidentally pushed the PlayStation button there, but 18 seconds to go. And these simulations are taking a lot longer than I thought. I might have to do like half or like 3/4 of the first round today, and then bundle the rest of the first round with the second round tomorrow. It's taking me a lot longer than I thought to do these games. So, just a heads up if I do cut out before the end of the first round. But this has been good so far. I'm enjoying this. Tannehill shotgun look here, motions the receiver, and he's going to give it to Henry. who gets 2 yards, and I don't know about that. Derrick Henry might still be one of the best running backs in the NFL, but you still need another first down to realistically try this field goal here. And the Titans do expend their second to last timeout, but they're coming out single back, and they're going to give it to Henry again, and he does break this one. It's a first down for the Titans. And now they use their last timeout, and I bet that they're going to kick the field goal here with 9 seconds to go. Man, the Colts just let Derrick Henry run rough shot, and here we go from 44 yards away. This kick is up, and it is good. The Titans appear to have survived as they are 5 seconds away from the round of 16. What a first 3 games we've had here, folks. And the kick's away. Will there be a miracle here? The return. Nothing there. There's 2 seconds left. So barring a 76-yard miracle here, similar to the Miami Miracle, I don't see how the Colts can pull it off. And that's a desperation heave downfield, and it's incomplete. So the Titans survive by some weird Madden logic, and that's why this tournament is interesting, because you can see some boneheaded things where, like when Anthony Richardson had the end zone, and he just had to walk into the end zone. There were no Titans defenders near him, and he just threw it out of bounds. I mean, he still got the touchdown anyway. Didn't hurt his team at the end, but some shoddy defense there. I wonder if I can up the difficulty. What's going on here? I don't know why it's acting weird. Anyways, so we'll go back after what happened there. So I haven't updated the advancements yet of these teams, but I have updated the score so I know who won. So the Titans advanced, and now we have, let's see, who do I want to do next? Carolina and Miami. Carolina will be hosting. The only thing the Panthers have going for them here is that they are the home team. But this should be interesting because they are the home team. I wonder if it's because the difficulty. I mean, it's simulation, exhibition, off 8 Panthers. Gonna make it a random weather. So I wonder, actually, if I could like increase the computer difficulty, but it doesn't seem like I can do that because they are just playing each other. I'm not playing the computer, so that's not something I can do. I was just looking to see if there was any way to avoid the cheesiness of what just happened in that game, because that was whack. I mean, that game was whack. There we we got another close game here. So now the Panthers actually have the lead on the Dolphins. And the Dolphins tie the game 17-all. Go ahead and jump in right here. Another game where we jump into. It's not a blowout. As Young throws it across the middle, completes to the 41, a first down for Carolina. They'll need a field goal to pull off the upset here in the first round against Miami. A team who in real life a lot of people think have Super Bowl aspirations this year, potentially. And that screen does not work. It's a loss. And they're going to lose time here unless they choose to use one of their 3 timeouts that they still have. And Bryce Young needs to hurry his team to the line of scrimmage here. If he's not going to use the timeout, he is wasting time. And we're now under a minute. Young back to throw. Deep ball. Broke it up. Third and 11. If the Dolphins can get a stop here, they'll get it back with just over 30 seconds left. All 3 timeouts. And a field goal to win it. The Panthers are going to run the football on 3rd and 10. And if there was a surrender index on 3rd downs, that is the highest of this, highest surrender point you could possibly have right there. 3rd and 10, running the football in a tied game in the 4th quarter. And now the Panthers will punt. This is a sky-high kick. And it's fair caught at the 15. Dolphins have it with 43 seconds left. And Tua Tagovailoa, with all the star-studded wide receivers, has a shot to just get his team within field goal range and win the game. Of course, it'll be all up to the kicker unless they score a touchdown. But it's in their hands for now. Tua. And that's a terrible throw. You can't misfire on your tight end like that. The tight end should always be a high pass. And quite frankly, that was undercooked and too far out in front. I'm not sure what was wrong on that throw. And it looks like the Dolphins might just be content to run out the clock here, but the Panthers have all 3 timeouts. What in the world? Okay, so I just saw them run the ball, and then they took a timeout. They're 3rd and 9, deep in their own territory. If they don't convert this here, that means Carolina gets it back again, and they're probably going to have good field position. And the running back is decked at the 19. Why in the world is Miami running the football? Yeah, maybe you're right. We simmed through Tua's concussion. Seems to always happen to him. That's the one question mark about the Miami Dolphins team this year, IRL, is will Tua stay healthy? If he does, this team will be a force to be reckoned with and will certainly be competing with Buffalo for that AFC East title at the very least. But here in Madden Sims, they are struggling against a very young and inexperienced Carolina Panthers team. Bryce Young has yet to play a single snap in a real NFL game. But here he is taking on the Miami Dolphins. 28 seconds to get into field goal range and have his kicker put it through the uprights. He'll start at his own 42. And he's hit as he throws, and it falls in the middle of nowhere. Might have our first overtime here. Second and 10. Young looks, fires, left side complete to the 36, right on where the red line is for field goal range. And the Panthers look to take control of this one. With 18 seconds left, they're going to come out I formation here. That red line is where the field goal target line is. Don't get confused with the first down line, and that's a good gain for the Panthers running back, a gain of 9. And they're going to run it down, and they're going to set up for a game-winning kick. Timeout is taken with 2 seconds to go. Will we see a game winner? A walk-off field goal. This is going to be, Madden only has you snap it back 7 yards instead of 8 like in real life. So this will be a 44-yarder for the win. And the Dolphins are going to try and ice the kicker. So all the Dolphins can do now is watch. They're not going to try and block the field goal, which is beyond my belief. The kick is up, and it's good! The Carolina Panthers have won it. 20-17, the final. And the 13 seed survives and advances. In what has been an interesting random number generator, this is where the random number generator could really affect things. If this game was played in Miami, I don't think the Panthers win. But this game was played in Charlotte, and the Panthers used their home field to their advantage, along with some stupidity on the part of Miami. And they pull off the victory. That's an upset in my book. All right, let's go to the next one. We have the 12th-seeded Arizona Cardinals, who might be the worst team in the NFL this year, playing the Washington Commanders. And yes, this is totally random, guys. The team that was at the beginning of the alphabet playing the team that was at the end of the alphabet. So, just sounds about right. Although the Madden does the alphabet based on based on the team name, not the city name. I did based on the city name. That wasn't obvious. All right. Here we go. Hopefully Madden knows what's right here. If the Cardinals somehow win this game, I don't know. Oh, hold on. I wouldn't know what to do if the Cardinals won this game. And they are ahead here in the first quarter, but it's just the first quarter. Come on now. Come on now. Alright. Commanders. They're not taking command against the Cardinals. Okay. This is just... Alright. Next quarter. Well, okay. This is quite interesting here. Alright. Commanders have the lead. Cardinals going to try and advance the ball. And Well, the Commanders appear to have survived. Notice I didn't jump in that time because I realized every game has been like this so far. And while the scoreboard said it was close, I mean, the Commanders really did have control at the end. They just kind of gave up a touchdown, but their offense made sure. I mean, if the Cardinals would have gotten it back, I'd have jumped in, but since they didn't, I was just going to let it play out. So that saves us some time. We can move on to a better game. Hopefully, plug along here. I mean, I tried to set a 7 o'clock limit, but if I'm close to finishing, like 7 o'clock, then I could try to finish it. Trying to save the good games. You have the Texans hosting the Chargers. I'll probably save that one. So I feel like that would be a good game. Rebuilding Texans team, but they're hosting the Chargers. The Jets hosting the Falcons. Okay, let's do that one next. The Jets are the 2 seed in this tournament, so that means they will have the home field all the way up until the Super Bowl, just like the Eagles. Then they will not run into the Eagles until then, if that happens. So the Jets do have that same benefit the Eagles have, but they're not the juggernaut that the Eagles are. With that being said, the Jets are still a good team, and I do expect them to beat the Falcons, especially at home. I mean, Madden says there's not too much of a disparity here, but the Falcons don't have a real quarterback, and I'd be surprised. And the Jets have Aaron Rodgers and company. So we'll go ahead and advance here to the game. As you can see, the fireworks raining over the Meadowlands, and we'll sim to the fourth quarter like we have been. So I'll be doing this through the first round, the second round, and the quarterfinals, where we just sim to the end to the fourth quarter, and then we'll jump in if need be. For the semifinals and the finals, I'll do full game commentary. That's the plan, at least. So that's something to look forward to once we reach that stage. The Jets have a commanding lead here going into halftime. The Falcons have the ball. Of course, they're going to score. And they're goal to go away from tying. And they do tie it. Jets have the lead again. The Falcons are making an upset case here, and oh wow. We're going to go ahead and skip ahead a little here. The Falcons have the ball. Can they run out the clock is the real question. Oh, it looks like they can. The Jets are out of timeouts, and that is it. The Atlanta Falcons that pulled off the upset in New York, or rather New Jersey, as the 2 seed has just been eliminated by the 31st seed, and the seed scored the same number of points as their seed says they should score, 31. And the Falcons survive. Not only did they survive, they pulled off a major upset, if you ask me. Desmond Ridder, 74.3% completion rating, 352 yards and 3 touchdowns. That is so unreal. Then again, when I played against the Falcons user in LOG last year, and he still had Desmond Ridder, he was like Patrick Mahomes. So I guess that's just how Madden works sometimes. All right, so we have quite a few games left here. Jaguars and Giants should be a good one. I'll save it. Same with the 49ers and the Patriots. So we'll go ahead and jump to the AFC West battle here. I believe this is our first divisional game we're going to be doing here. It's between the Broncos and the Raiders. So we'll go ahead and I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like it. Really, man, you're gonna be that stupid. It's doing that same thing it did earlier, where I have to back out and reset. So I'll do that, back out and reset, and get the next game queued up. Um, yeah, so the Broncos are the home team. They are the 7th seed, playing the 26th seed Raiders. So we'll go down. There's the Broncos, and there's the Raiders. As you see, not much of disparity. This could be a good game, but I'm not expecting either of these teams to go far. Who did they have to play the winner of? Niners, Patriots. So yeah, I don't expect either of these teams to go very far. They have to play the winner of that game, and the winner of this game is not going to be as good as the winner of that game I just said. So we'll go ahead and get this game teed up. 1 o'clock game, first round. Might throw in some 4:15s for the games that I feel like are more worth it to do so. Not this one. We'll go ahead and send forward to the next quarter. So it's the second quarter. Broncos have a 7-0 lead. Let's keep going. 7-3, 14-3, and that's the halftime. Of course, you know, man, logic, if the Raiders would probably come back. No, they don't. And it looks like this game's going to be a wrap. And it looks like we have our first blowout of the tournament. The Denver Broncos pull off a 28-3 victory. This game could have gone either way, but quite frankly, the sim gods didn't like the Raiders' chances in this one. Jimmy Garoppolo, he was awful. Russell Wilson wasn't great, but yeah, they still pulled off the victory. I mean, their defense obviously helped a lot, so that made life easier for the Broncos offense and Russell Wilson. All right, so before I backtrack, the last 4 games here, we have the Browns and the Steelers, the Bears and the Bengals, the Buccaneers and Cowboys, and the Bills and Packers. So of those 4 games, I think the worst one would be the Buccaneers and Cowboys. You saw when the Buccaneers still had Tom Brady at the end of last season, the Cowboys absolutely destroyed them. And now the Buccaneers are without Tom Brady. They're still going to be the home team, but I don't think that matters. But you never know. The Cowboys here against the Buccaneers, and somehow the Buccaneers are still 81 overall, but they have Baker Mayfield at quarterback, and I mean, part of me still has as a Browns fan, still has a soft spot for Mayfield, but he's not as good. He's not good anymore. I hate to say that. So this should be an easy win for Dallas. Cave, I hope you're happy that I said that. The Cowboys should easily win this game here. And we'll go ahead and do what we've been doing this annoying way, but it gets me to actually pause the game when I'm not involved in any way. All right, let's see what happens. The Cowboys score. And all right, second quarter. Let's see what happens. The Cowboys kick a field goal. Buccaneers kick a field goal. And the Buccaneers tie the game. Okay. Could be in for an interesting one here, after all. The Cowboys get a touchdown, and the Buccaneers have the ball to start the fourth. And Stephon Gilmore makes an interception. Cowboys have a field goal to take the lead. So we'll just go ahead, kind of do a little few jumps forward. Yeah, it looks like the Cowboys have wrapped it up here. Not as easily as they would have liked, but they will take the victory. 20-10 the final. So the 22nd seeded Dallas Cowboys advance. They're going to be road warriors. Although if the Packers manage to beat the Bills on the road, they will have a home date with them. But that seems highly unlikely. I think the Bills will pull off that game. So that will be the next game we do. I think that's the last of the garbage games. And then we'll get to the good games and actually have some action, potentially. I mean, though you know Madden logic. I mean, we had some good game. The Vikings hanging in there until the bitter end against the Eagles. That was a shock. I mean, that's not something that should have happened. I mean, their defense is just not good at all. And the Eagles just have talent everywhere. I mean, there's like very few weaknesses on that team. So I was kind of shocked when I saw that that game was even remotely close. But yeah, we'll do so. The Packers are the visiting team. My girlfriend's father is a shareholder, but he's going to be very upset if this game goes the way it should. Yeah, you can see the overall disparity there. It's huge. Buffalo's a 6 seed. They'll be home cooking for quite a while. They wouldn't be at a disadvantage unless the Browns advance to the quarterfinals to play them. And as the Browns are the 3 seed, that would be their first game where they'd be the lower seed. But they'll have the home field here, and if they win, they'll have the home field against the Cowboys. That will be a really good game if the Bills do end up winning here. So we'll go ahead, 8 minutes. We'll go ahead and advance to the game. All right, there we go. Highmark Stadium. Gonna pause, super sim, jump to the next quarter. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. And we're gonna have a safety scored by the Packers. And they're gonna have a 2-0 lead against Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Okay. And a touchdown for a Jordan Love-led team. And oh my goodness, don't you believe this? The Packers have a 16-3 lead at Buffalo. And this is an unbelievable story. I know the Bills' defense still has some question marks, but I mean, a lot of it had to do with injuries last year. I'm a little shocked right now, especially the fact that they only have 3 against the Packers. I mean, they don't have the worst defense, but come on, Josh Allen and company, give me a break. And the oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness. The Packers, 79 overall compared to 90 overall Buffalo, with a 24-3 lead. And Buffalo's in trouble here. They have first and goal at the 5. But they have work to do here, to say the least, and they do get the touchdown. Let's see what the Packers do. They are just moving. Oh, my goodness. They are just moving the ball up and down the field like it's nothing. It's like that safety was all they really needed to get going, and now Buffalo turns it over on downs, and this is an absolute stunner. This might be the upset of the tournament, and wow. You know, this makes me think I should release money lines for these games. I barely even got a chance to make these games in advance. So like I didn't even think about this one. Buffalo I mean, they had to be a 10-point favorite at least to win this game, and look at what's happening. This is what's happening. Buffalo does make it look slightly more respectable, but that game's over. Wow. Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers stormed into Buffalo, and if you weren't with us just a second ago, that is the final score. Anything is possible in a Madden simulation, including the 27th-seeded Green Bay Packers pulling off the upset here. And yeah, I know I said the lower seed is not always going to be the underdog because of the random number generator, but in this case it fits the shoe, and the Packers pull off the upset 38-17. And that, my friends, is the last of the shoddy games I think we have on here. I think we have some pretty good matchups here. So why don't we bounce around here a little bit more? So the next game I'll do. So the 5th-seeded Houston Texans are going to be hosting the 28th-seeded LA Chargers. That'll be the next one I do. I'm holding off on that. Really, man? You're going to be that dumb right now? I'm holding off on the 16-17 game between the Chiefs and Lions because I feel like that will be one of the better ones. Watch it be a dud. I mean, the unexpected has happened. I mean, that last game was the most unexpected thing. The Buffalo Bills out in the first round against Green Bay Packers. So that's a shock. And quite frankly, if you're a Cowboys fan, you are rejoicing right now. So LA Chargers, and we have the Houston Texans led by C.J. Stroud. We've had some rookie quarterback success today, just not a whole lot of it so far. Anthony Richardson almost led his team back. I mean, we did see Bryce Young lead his team down the field and win, so I guess there's that. So here we go, 8-minute quarters again. And like I said, the games I do later in the stream, I'll probably make them more of a vibrant atmosphere here. So we'll do a 4:15 kickoff for this one. There will be no weather because it is Energy Stadium, retractable roof and all. The winner of this game will go to the nation's capital. Check that, no. The Chargers win, they'll be going to the nation's capital. If Houston wins, they'll be hosting the Commanders. My bad. The Texans are the 5th seed in the tournament, so they're not going to be... They're going to be home cooking for at least a little longer. They would have to run into Baltimore in the quarterfinals, would be their first possibility of going on the road. Chargers have the lead here early, and the Chargers are taking it to them, but it's the Chargers. You saw what happened to them against Jacksonville. Don't count out the Texans. And the Texans do nothing, Chargers do nothing, and now there's a bunch of nothing. The Texans score a touchdown, the Chargers answer, and absolutely deflate any momentum that the Texans just had. Chargers have the ball, and 28-7. And I think we can just sim to the end here unless something happens. The Texans score. Chargers, interestingly, went for it. They could have kicked the field goal there and make it a 3-score game, but it works out for them. And that's it, 35-14, the final. Haven't had to jump in a minute now, so... Though the Chargers advance, not really a surprise there. I thought the young Houston Texans team might be able to put up a little bit more of a fight, but not today, not in this Madden simulation. Maybe in a man versus man later on. If this series does well, I will probably do that on Wednesday nights during the regular season, but for this simulation, they are done. We will not be seeing them again, as the Chargers made quick work of them. So now we'll go down. We'll hit up that game between the Patriots and the Niners next. And interestingly, here the Niners are the home team, so they should be able to win this game. However, the Patriots might have an ace up their sleeve. I mean, we just saw what the Packers did to the Bills, so don't count that team out. Okay. Yeah, Coach Belichick. Coach Belichick. You might just pull something off here. Get a swig of water. There's Levi's Stadium. And we're gonna pause and do the same thing. It's been a while since I've had to jump in. I kind of want a close game here. Patriots have a 7-zip lead, and look at that. They are holding their ground here in Santa Clara. Against the Brock Purdy-led 49ers. And they're still holding. They're hanging in there. They're up 14-10 at halftime. This is interesting. And Niners are within 1. And now they have the lead on a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And the Patriots, they tie the game. It's a little early to jump in here. Go ahead and jump in here. 3rd and 6. It's a pretty big play here. Let's jump in. Well, we haven't had a game like this in a while. It's been probably like a half hour now since we've had a close game. Beginning of the stream, I honestly thought I wasn't going to have time because of how many close games we were having, but haven't had many juicy games like this one to this point. Purdy, complete to the middle. First down, 49ers. And they have it at the 30 now, and this is where they could just chew up the clock a little bit, make the Patriots use their timeouts, chew up that 2-minute warning as well. They don't have to hike it here. I wouldn't. They do. McCaffrey. 2-yard gain, and that will take us down to the 2-minute warning. All right, man, let me skip this. All right, please. 2nd and 8, Purdy under center, motions Kittle. This is looking like a power run. And they do give it to McCaffrey. And that sets up a 3rd and 4. The Patriots, interestingly, holding on to those army of timeouts they still possess. Expect them, if the 49ers pick up the first down, or regardless of the result of the play, if the clock is running, they're going to call timeout here. The 49ers run the clock down. McCaffrey is stopped short of the line to gain. So the 49ers will have to kick it now, and the Patriots do use their first timeout. If Money Booty makes this kick, it will be 24-21. The Patriots will have a minute, just over a minute with the football and 2 timeouts to tie or take the lead. If he misses, then the Patriots are in great shape. I don't expect them to miss from 39. The rookie kicker. It's right down the pipe. So Jake Moody gives the 49ers a 24-21 lead. A minute 12 left. Mac Jones and company has a shot to come out and potentially force overtime or even take the win and upset the 49ers. Where will they be starting, and how much time will they have left? Moody sends it deep. And they can take the knee. He brings it out from the goal line. And a couple nice jukes, but all that work just to get to the 26, and he wasted about 4 seconds in doing that. Taking a knee would have been just 1 yard shy of where he just got, and they would still have the full minute 12 or whatever was on the clock before he touched that football. And I mean, they're not in dire straits as far as time, but like a field goal only ties the game. And quite frankly, you probably don't want to go to overtime with this 49ers team at their field. That pass caught and immediately shut down there. As Smith-Schuster makes the catch, he is hit hard there. That'll be 2nd and 4. And they're now at 45, 44 and counting. Jones, empty gun. Complete. No, incomplete. Probably for the best for the Patriots. That would not have been worth it for the clock to continue to run. And you got to be shaking your head now. Of course, it's not really Belichick on the sideline in Madden Simulator because Belichick refuses to be in the game, but I'm just going to say it is Belichick on the sideline, even though he doesn't look like Chancellor Palpatine, the Sith Lord. And that pass, this time it is complete, but now the clock is going to continue to run, and that's a very short gain. And the Patriots used their second timeout. Sean Gibson made the hit at the end there, and the Patriots are moving it very slow, and in fact, if they keep moving at this rate, they aren't going to even tie the game. They will run out of time before they can do anything. That being said, it could change here. First down, Jones fires an incompletion to the left side. DeMondre Lenoir was in coverage as he's there to break it up. 2nd and 10 for the Patriots. Can we see some pressure here? But they're only showing a 3-man rush. They send 5, and Jones lost the football. And they say it's incomplete. They said the arm was coming forward. And that's a big break there if you're a Patriots fan. Could have been game over. Instead, it's 3rd and 10. And Levi Stadium is rocking for this one. 31 seconds to play. Mack rolls to his right, throws it incomplete. 27 seconds to go. The Patriots have to convert now. And they're coming out with 2 tight ends on 4th and 10. And a play action, which doesn't make sense. Throw to the left. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And he's out of bounds, too. What a huge play for the Patriots to stay alive. They're now just on the plus side of midfield. They do need about 15 more yards to think about a field goal here. But they are alive still. Jones, and they're going to get the 15 yards on that play. And now, this sets it up for the field goal to tie the game for the Patriots. As they do use their last timeout, as they have to, we'll likely see the Niners use a timeout to ice the kicker. And notably, this game is in Santa Clara, where all those fans, I'm not sure the capacity of that stadium, all those fans will be screaming at this kicker right here, right now, and there's Kyle Shanahan calling a timeout, as expected. This is from 49 for the tie. And it is good. We are going to overtime. As this I had a feeling it would be a good game. There's actually 2 seconds left. The Patriots do have to kick it off. That's just BS. In real life, this game, the clock operator would have ran it down to 0, and no one would have said anything. So, I'm honestly not sure what rules I have in place for the overtime. I think it's the playoff rules where both teams have a chance at the ball. And the return does not go to the other end zone, so that's it. 24-24. We have to have a winner. I mean, it's on exhibition mode, so it might be where a touchdown wins it still. And if that's the case, I'm sorry, I didn't want to do that. And if I could change that for the second round, I will. That wasn't even a thought in my head when I had this idea. Like, what if a game goes to overtime? Well, here we are. Overtime. Patriots get the football to start. And I don't even know what format it is, but they have 8 minutes, 11 seconds. And honestly, if the game can end in a tie, if it's in the wrong format, it can end in a tie. And if that happens, if this game ends in a tie, we're going to do a coin flip. And you guys are just going to have to trust me. A coin flip is perfectly random. That's not how I like to decide. And there goes Stevenson. And he stopped just shy of the line to gain. He gets 9 on that. What a run there to start the overtime by Stevenson. And they're going to throw here, and it's caught by Henry for a first down. They're just shy of midfield now. They might be 53 yards away from winning it. I'm not sure what the format is. The fact that the Patriots elected to receive leads me to believe it's the regular season format. But I could be wrong. Man, logic can be whack. And there's a run to the right side, and it's past the 49ers 40. He goes deep into 49ers territory, and that's a first down. And now they're just absolutely gashing this defense in Santa Clara. Deebo Samuel watches helplessly as the Patriots march down the field on his defense. They fake the handoff, and he's going to go, and that could have been picked off by Lenoir. First mistake from the Patriots, actually that was Chavarius Ward on the coverage. First mistake by the Patriots offense on this drive so far. And now a little bubble screen. It's caught. First down to the 24. The former Dolphin is now playing for their division rival, the Patriots, and they might just be advancing to the second round, unlike his former team. And now empty backfield here, interestingly, here for Mac Jones. They've had success running the ball in this drive, and they're not going to show it. Here comes Bosa, and he gets it off, but it's for a loss. Excellent defense there. Great job by Bosa, just absolutely destroying the left tackle, and a good job by Lenoir coming up and making the open field tackle for a loss. And that's why you love having a guy like Bosa on your team. Second and 14. Jones under center. He looks, fires, complete to the 2, to the 1. Devontae Parker has gotten the Patriots a yard away from pay dirt. It's just those little crossing routes can throw teams off, and you can see Hufanga, Ward, they're all just in trouble there trying to make coverage, and now first and goal. Patriots are a yard away here. Stevenson carries it into the end zone. And okay, we're good. So we have the right format. I believe. I don't think the game's over. It's not showing like the end of the game graphics, so yeah, he's kicking the extra point. Okay, so the 49ers will get the ball. That's what I was hoping for. That both teams have a shot. I mean, every game's an elimination game. We may as well have every game treated as if it was a playoff game. So the Patriots score touchdown. The 49ers have to answer now. They have 5 minutes and 13 seconds to do so. I'm sure time's not really a factor for Brock Purdy and company, but they have to get into the end zone. The advantage they have, which is why I was baffled when the Patriots elected to receive, the advantage they have is that they know what they need. So if they get stuck in a fourth down, they have to go for it no matter where they are at on the field. And that kick was more than halfway through the end zone, and it's a touchback. So 5 minutes, 13 seconds to go. This one's in overtime. As Purdy lines up in the gun. Looks to throw. Left side is coming picked. It's intercepted. The Patriots have won it. They've come into Santa Clara and pulled off the upset. Brock Purdy showing his inexperience there as he threw it and did not see the corner lurking. He was just going to throw it up for Deebo Samuel. He found the wrong number 19. And the 49ers are making an early exit in this tournament. And a Super Bowl contender, a favorite to win the tournament. We could say goodbye to the 10th seed 49ers. The 23rd seed New England Patriots have advanced. And if you had this on your bracket as a Patriots win, I'd be surprised. But this was a good game, and I don't regret saving it. This is by far the best game of the stream so far. As the Patriots have advanced, we'll look to see what game do we want to do next. Try and finish the first round here today. I did set a 7 o'clock limit, but we only have a couple games left here. We have 4. So we'll probably do, so the Jaguars are the 15th seed. They'll be hosting the 18th seed Giants. We'll do that one next. So we got the Giants and we got the Jaguars. This should be a good one too. Exhibition, randomize that. We haven't seen like any weather yet, even though I've been making it random. So go ahead and send forward as we have been. That game actually took quite a while because we had overtime. All right, 7-0. 14-7, 21-7. The Giants are taking it to the Jaguars here. The Jaguars, they did have a really good end to that first half, though, and they're back in it. I was going to say, I don't expect the Jaguars to go away quietly on their home field, and now they're in the lead. And now they're up 24-21 here. Giants tie it. Jaguars. See. Oh! Okay. We're just going to jump in. Well, we're going to do the kickoff, and then we're going to jump in. All right. Let's jump in right there. I know I just missed a big play. I don't know what happened. Maybe Saquon went off. Anyways, throw across the middle. And Trevor Lawrence finds his man for a first down. Minute mark here in the final quarter. We've only been doing the final quarter of these games so far. Goes. Lawrence finds his man complete to the right side, a gain of 8. This has apparently been a high-scoring game, so if that trend holds up, I don't expect them to get a stop here. The question is, did they give up 3 or did they give up 6? Bunch set here. And they fake the end around, and it runs straight up the middle. And good job by the Giants defense sealing the edge, as Etienne is unable to get much there. 3rd and 1. And here is the 2-minute warning. (31-31). Lawrence, shotgun look here. Etienne flanking to the left. This is a big play here. And that pass is broken up, incomplete. The Giants will get it back with 1:58 to go and their whole army of timeouts. Unless the Jaguars are gutsy enough to go for it here. We did see the Rams do a fake punt earlier, which failed miserably. Then we will not see that here. They are going to punt, and this is returnable. But not the best of returns there. So we just saw one Jones, Mac Jones, steal the show in Santa Clara. And now will Daniel Jones steal the show in Jacksonville. He's got 1:51, all 3 timeouts, only needing a field goal. Daniel drops back, looks to throw, he's got wide open receiver, complete. Sterling Shepard on the reception, and that's 13 for a first down. And interestingly here, they're not using a timeout. They're taking their time here. They're still well on their own side of the field despite that completion. And Jones looks. That's a low throw. It's caught. It is caught. 9.5. They need to hurry or use the timeout here. I mean, I'm quite surprised they're not using a timeout right now. I mean, they're huddling up. What are they doing? Now we're coming up on a minute to play. Jones, left side, caught, and that is a completion. It's only a gain of 2, but importantly, he gives them the first down and it stops the clock. As that play finished out of bounds. Let's see. Desperation time for this Jaguars defense, maybe. And that pass complete to the right side. Did he get out of bounds? He did. The clock stops at 51 seconds to go. And Daniel Jones just keeps finding his receivers along the sidelines now. It's helping his team out a lot because he doesn't have to use those timeouts just yet. Oh, that's just a little missed time there by Daniel Jones. I mean, that could have been out in front. It looked like he threw it early. And now the Jaguars defense all of a sudden has an opportunity here to get off the field here on 3rd and 2. Although if I'm the Giants, I'm playing with house money right now. If I don't get it here, I'm still going for it on 4th down. Here we go. And we won't have to worry about that because that is complete for a first down. And the man of the hour is Sterling Shepard, but they're going to wait like 6 or 7 seconds before they finally use that timeout. They're not exactly comfortable yet. This is a 59-yard field goal from here. This is a 59-yard field goal from where they're at right now. Jones in the shotgun. They give it to Barkley, and he goes nowhere. And now they have to use another timeout. As if they're confident they could kick the field goal from here. I would not be so confident. But they're going to come out in another running formation here. They will give it to Barkley. And it's a short game. This is now a 56-yard field goal. And quite frankly, they just got really conservative here. If they run another play here, they're going to run out of time. They do run another play. Barkley gets the first down. He needs to get down. And boy, did they prove me wrong there, but that was gutsy. They ran another play and somehow managed to have 3 seconds left on the clock, and now it's a 47-yard attempt for the win. And Graham Gano is going to get iced here by the Jaguars. Although ice doesn't seem to last long in Florida. Almost said southern Florida, but this is northern Florida. So far, the Dolphins and the Buccaneers have been eliminated. Will Florida be eliminated from this tournament? Completely. Graham Gano has the power to do it here. And the Giants are going to advance. As Gano converts the 47-yarder, some questionable decisions at the end, but they still kick the game winner. And they walk away with a high-scoring 34-31 victory. And I knew that was a pretty evenly matched game. And you know what? That result might be somewhat accurate. I mean, it could have gone either way. I mean, I think the Jaguars would be the slightly better team, but it's not like the Giants are not capable of pulling off upsets such as that one. So, we still have a few games left on this list. Quite frankly, I should have had the Bears and the Bengals play already, because the Bengals should destroy the Bears, although the Bears do have the home field advantage here, which might which might count for something. It's doing that again. So here we go. 3 more games left here in this first round. The Bengals are already selected as the visiting team, which is convenient. We need the Bears to be the home team. So we should expect the Bengals to win this one. I completely just overlooked it. But we'll keep the theme of 4-15 games here. And we'll randomize the weather, although that really hasn't seemed to done much. We haven't seen any rain or snow or anything, and we're not going to get it here either. And we're going to Super Sim. We're going to Super Sim. And let's see what happens. The Bengals score. Bengals, I mean, would be a potential favorite, but they're going to be the away team a lot in this tournament because they are the 19th seed. That's what the random number generator does. And, oh boy, that doesn't seem to be affected them here. And this is to no one's surprise. This is to nobody's surprise here. As Justin Fields and company unable to do anything against this Bengals Bengals team here. Yeah. All right. No need to jump into that one. The Bengals take an easy 27-6 victory over the Bears. So now we just have 2 games left. And we'll probably do the Browns and the Steelers next. And you guys probably know who I'm rooting for, but I try to keep it impartial. The Browns will be the home team. They are the 3 seed. And no, that was the random number generator. I did not touch that. So, I mean, if I was biased, I'd have made them the 1 seed. So, we're going to put... All right, so Steelers are a visiting team. This could go either way. I'm going to be quite frank. I hope the Browns win, but I will not be surprised if some boneheaded shit happens because it is the Browns. That is my team for you. But, and then we have one more game after this between the Lions and the Chiefs to round out the first round of Madden Simulator 24. All right, we're going to sim just as we have been to the next quarter. Browns score a touchdown. Steelers kick a field goal. All right, next. Steelers get in the end zone. Browns get in the end zone. And nothing else happening. All right, this could be a good game, like I said. And next. Well, the Browns have a 2-score lead. It is the Browns. Keep that in mind. So it's not over. It's not over. And the Steelers are going to get back here. And the Steelers went for it on 4th down and didn't get it. So that's what put them in some trouble. And the Browns are going to take a victory here, it looks like, unless they absolutely blow it here. The Steelers do get a touchdown. And look at this. They're going to get the ball back. Maybe it's not over yet. Like I said, it is the Browns, and now the Browns have the ball back again. Okay. All right, I think we can comfortably say the Browns have won, and now we can say they have. The 3-seeded Browns advance over the rival Pittsburgh Steelers, and quite happy to see the Browns win, especially against the Steelers in a simulation. Hopefully that holds true in real life too. Even when the game's in Pittsburgh. So we have one last game on the agenda. Actually, no, we have 2 games on the agenda still. Yeah, the Ravens still got to play the Seahawks. Didn't let me shift my bracket down. So, okay, so we got 2 more games here, which is fine. We got 2 more games to simulate here. Okay, come on now. Quite frankly, both of these games could be duds, and it won't matter, but let's see. The Ravens are the higher seed. They are the 4th seed. They will be playing host in this one to the Seattle Seahawks. Let's go this way. The Seahawks will be easier to get to them. And Baltimore Ravens. So there we are. Simulation exhibition, 8-minute quarter. Randomize the weather. And there we go. Evan T. Bank, site of this matchup. I think that's an actual matchup in real life this year, even though it's interconference. So go ahead, jump forward. The Ravens score. Seahawks don't. The Ravens have the ball and the lead in Seahawks territory. They don't score points, though. But they are going to run out the quarter with a 14-3 lead. And Baltimore seems to have this game on lockdown with their defense, which is a little bit surprising. Especially now they're in range to make it a 3-score game, and they have done. I mean, yeah. 31-10, Baltimore advances. I expected this to be a much better game. That kind of sucked, especially if you're a Seahawks fan. And if you're a Steelers fan, you just saw your team be the only team to not advance out of the AFC North. As the AFC North went 3-4 overall. And of course, it couldn't have been 4-4. So, one last game, the Detroit Lions going to Arrowhead to play the Kansas City Chiefs. Nope, wrong way. Gotta look for the Lions. Yeah, you can see this team is still stacked, but Mahomes doesn't have all the good receivers he used to have. That's the one position I think the Lions might be able to exploit if they have a shot at winning this game, even though they're on the road. But you never know. We literally just saw. We'll make this, since it's our last game, an 8:15 kickoff. There we go. GEHA Stadium. Well, GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. For our last game of the stream. Let's see what happens. Will it be a good game, or will it be another dud to finish off the stream? And it's looking good so far. We could have a potential interesting finish here. The Lions are putting up a fight. The Chiefs answer, and will they score to end the half? They kick the field goal. Lions can't. Oh, nope, they do get a touchdown, and now we're in the fourth quarter here. The Chiefs take the lead back. This is interesting. And, oh, the Chiefs just made it a 2-score game. So much for that. We'll go ahead and jump in here, just because it's the last game. Even though it is a 2-score game at this point, we're pretty sure the Chiefs are going to win, and it's 3rd and 20 deep in Lions territory. What will Jared Goff come up with here? Yes, he needs to hurry it up here. It's loud. And it's a bit louder now as Chris Jones gets in the backfield. And now 4th and 31 for the Lions. And don't discredit the Lions' effort here. They put up a good fight, but looks like it's coming to an end here. Goff drops back, throws, and that's not going to do anything. Even if that's complete, that's not even close to the first down. And the Chiefs can just run out the clock pretty much. We'll go ahead and send forward. They score again. Okay. That's it. So this stream ends with the Kansas City Chiefs pulling off a 38-21 victory. I mean, was that surprising? No. I had hoped the Lions could pull that one off somehow, and for a minute it looked like they could, but then the Chiefs just kind of ran away with it there at the end. They kind of got destroyed in the fourth quarter. That's what happened. So, guys, that'll do it. That is round 1 for you right there. Um, so let's talk about round two. So round two, I'll probably be hopping on that maybe a little later, maybe like a 5:30 stream instead of a 5 on the nose stream. I wanted to get on this one a little earlier because I knew it might take a while to go through the first round, and I'm kind of glad I did because I honestly at one point thought I wasn't going to be able to get through this. So there's that, and we'll probably, like I said, we'll probably hop on around 5:30 ish tomorrow for round number two of this tournament. And if you guys do enjoy this round one, um, like please tell me you guys enjoy this tournament. You guys want to see more of these kind of things from me, more of this kind of content. Um, I can honestly, like I said, men versus men, inspired from. I mean, I don't know how many of you guys watch Total Pro Sports on YouTube. They used to do that where one of the staff members would make a pick for the week's games, and then he would run a Madden simulation for the week's games, and would just at the end they would tally up the records at the end of the season to see who did better. And of course, I would probably involve the League of Ordinary Gentlemen League as well, and compare all of our records together and see what's going on with that. But yeah, that's it for round one. Again, I'll be on tomorrow around 5:30 ish for round two of this Madden Simulator tournament. Round two will probably be very similar. I might be a bit more generous where I hop in because there will be half the games to be played. Instead of 16 games, there will be 8. So the favorites, to summarize, the favorites, the Philadelphia Eagles are still in it. They survived the scare from the Vikings. Just going down the line here, the Rams, they almost absolutely choked that game away, but they survived and they've pulled off a 28-21 victory over the Saints after the questionable fake punt. The Titans escaped Indianapolis despite, mainly it was just Colts' shoddy defense in that game. Bryce Young leads the Panthers to an improbable victory against the Dolphins, and they are advancing, and they'll be they'll be traveling to Baltimore, and he's going to have his work cut out for him on that one. Other than that, I mean, the Falcons stunned the Jets on the road. That was a shocker. The Patriots stunned the 49ers on the road, and probably what was the best game of the stream. If you guys didn't see that game, I'd highly suggest to go back and see the end of that one, because that was really juicy action there. And then besides that, we had the Green Bay Packers probably pulling off the upset of the first round so far, with the 38-17 victory over the Bills, and they will be traveling to Dallas for the next game. And yes, the Cowboys will be hosting a game despite the fact that we're a lower seed in the first round. So kudos to them for pulling that off. And that pretty much summarizes the big things that happened today. Other than that, I don't see anything like really unexpected in this bracket. I mean, I look back and I see 27-24, and the Cardinals somehow only lost by 3. But in reality, like, we know that game was under the Commanders' control. They just let it get a little close at the end when they shouldn't have. So, yeah, nothing too noteworthy besides that. Oh, yeah, the state of Florida is completely eliminated now. So, the Dolphins, the Jaguars, both whom I expected better of, really. Yeah, not the desired result for the state of Florida. And prayers for the state of Florida for real, IRL. I know the hurricane is coming towards the somewhere in between Tallahassee and Tampa, but don't just trash talk Florida right now. But even though I just said all 3 other teams are out of this tournament, but yeah. So that's it. I'll be signing off. I'll be back on at 5:30 here tomorrow for round 2 of this tournament. And then the quarterfinals will be on Wednesday Semis will be on Thursday as planned. I'm not sure if I'm going to do one at a time or if I'm going to do them both on Thursday. And then Friday or Saturday, depending on what I do with the semis, will be the championship slash Super Bowl. So this is your boy J Bob signing off, saying see you next time from Madden Simulator. Have a good night, everyone.